and Warner Music, they were, I guess, they had very good ties with each other.
Yeah.
And the first project that Warner Music did was with the singer Hyesung-shi, right? And they did that project with Craig Davis, right?
Insomnia?
Insomnia, right.
Yeah.
So what they did was they did a Korean version of Insomnia, and obviously it matched really well with the Korean people. So the second project was this Right Round Flow Rider project that they wanted to do. But actually, the really odd thing about this is that I told them I didn't want to do this.
Okay.
Because number one, honestly, as much as well, I mean, it's not that I don't respect Flo Rida or disrespect him or anything like that. He's a #1 artist, you know, and he comes from a southern style of hip hop.
That's right, Florida.
Right,
Florida,
Florida, right.
Yeah.
But I'm a New York guy. You know what I mean? I'm like, I eat, breathe, you know, sleep New York. That's my thing, and that's the type of music that I know. That's the type of music that I grew up on. So I was really against it because it just wasn't my style.
Yeah.
And I told my company, I said, listen, you know, if you do this, it's going to fail. And Warner Music was like, don't worry about it, you know, only you can do this.
Yeah.
And then my other company was like, listen, we'll give you an ultimatum.
Right.
If you do this for us, we'll let you go in your contract.
Okay.
So for me, it was not a dumb, you know, decision to make. It was obviously, I wanted to get out of my contract. I didn't want to do this song, and I told him, like, it got pretty ugly. It got really ugly. Like, I told him, I don't want to do this song. It's just not what I do, you know? And basically, when they gave me that ultimatum, I said, okay, fine, I'll do this, but I'll do everything you want. So later on, I don't have to hear anything like, oh, well, you wanted to do this style, or you wanted to add this in the video, or you wanted to wear this kind of clothes. I said, you know what? You guys, whatever you want, I'll follow. And that's why I really didn't say anything. So, I mean, I came out, I did my thing. I'm a performer, you know, I'm an entertainer. I'll do my thing. I'll try my best. I'll never do anything at half pace. But it was just a proven fact that I didn't like this, you know? And it, you know, the reason why, in my own thoughts, that I didn't think it was going to work out is Southern style of hip-hop just doesn't work out in Korea. I mean, there's been numerous groups, numerous artists has tried to bring that style of I guess, hip-hop into Korea, and it just doesn't fly. And what would make the difference if I did it, you know? Especially with someone who doesn't have background in Southern style hip-hop. So I didn't want to do something that I wasn't familiar with, that I wasn't good at, or that I didn't believe in.
In a more northern hip-hop way, how would you sing it? How would you redo right? Well, we know it. Right round, right round.
Right.
How would you do it in a northern way?
Well, I mean,
more tough.
Yeah,
aggressive?
definitely. Let
me hear it. Let me hear it.
Well, I mean, it's not the style of rap that I would do, because obviously you have to have a style of music that you're set on first. And a lot of the East Coast hip hop is based on darker loops or harder hitting beats or stronger bass, or, you know, in that aspect. So once you have that laid down, then you start thinking about the vocals.
Okay.
So just because you rap, you know, gun clap, you know, you start rhyming, that doesn't mean that, oh, this is East Coast rap or this Southern, you know what I'm saying? It has to match everything.
I see.
And that's where the color of the song comes out.
So it's definitely more tougher.
Well, I mean,
than the northern.
Well, for me, yeah, definitely. The more East Coast, New York style hip hop for me is you know, the Wu-Tang, the you know, the Notorious B.I.G., you know, those kind of cats. That's the type of hip hop that I grew up on. I mean, I copied those guys. I mimicked those guys. You know, I wanted to be like those guys, but I learned from that. And then I learned to utilize that and incorporate that into my own style. And, you know, and I'll be the first one to admit that's where I started learning my stuff. You know, I look at the music and everybody copies everybody. You know, that's the way I see it. You know, I mean, somebody says, oh, they're so original. That's bogus to me. They're copying somebody. But, you know, you're getting this, you know, you're getting this passion, you're getting this, you know, this type of feeling where, oh, okay, I see what this guy's doing, or I hear what this guy's doing, and let me try to make something off that. Now, that's not copying, you know what I mean? That's understanding, you know, the music and bringing your own flavor into it, you know? So yeah, when that whole Right Round thing came out, it was like, you know, obviously it was a popular song, but for me, with someone who had a lot of pride in my stuff, who was very stubborn, who was, you know, who didn't want to do, you know, I didn't come out on TV or radio for almost 4 years, and for me to come out with somebody else's song, it was like, almost like, why would I do something like that?
I see.
But I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
And I knew the rumors were going to fly. So I just stayed quiet.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see and hear
Right.
what the people thought. I knew what I knew, and I knew what I believed in. And it was one of those things where I felt like, I almost felt at that time, like, see, I'm better than you. I really felt like that. I was like, see, I'm better than you. Let me see how this is going to pan out.
Yeah.
And of course, the people who liked it are going to say they like it. I'll be humble about it. Thank you. But it really isn't my style.
Yeah.
Now, the people that didn't like it, I was just, being very calm. I was just, okay, yeah. Well, you don't like it?
Yeah.
Fine. If you don't like it, I don't really care.
But you know what? I liked it.
I know you did.
I liked it. You know I liked it.
You always gave me props. You always gave me props.
I liked it.
That's because we both like the original from Dead or Alive. You know what I mean?
That's right.
That's old school right there.
Every event I had, I said, I need you to come and see that.
I got you. I only do it for you, Nuna.
That's right. We had a dancer and everything.
Yeah,
it was
absolutely.
Great. Okay, so not only a performer, but also a producer. So you worked on albums with Eunjiwon.
That's right.
Psy, Mina, Yang Dong-gun.
Crown J, a couple others in the house. You know what? The funny thing was that I've never really thought of myself as a producer. I didn't know anything about producing. I don't know how to play any instruments. I don't know how to play any chords. I didn't know how to arrange anything. But there were so many people that gave me the strength, that gave me, that helped me along the way, that taught me, or that you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They shaped what I did. Sure. And my hat goes off to them, honestly, because it's just amazing that that I couldn't even learn something like that when I didn't have any confidence in learning anything like that. But yeah, in the beginning, it was like, oh, you know what? How am I going to make music?
Yeah.
I'm so interested. Am I going to be good at it, or is it going to match me, or am I going to enjoy it? And I started picking up things. I started learning about it.
Yeah.
And I started really enjoying it.
Yeah.
But I started getting really picky because I wanted to have my own identity. Okay, fine. If I want to make music, I want to have my own identity. So that means that I don't want to copy this guy's style. Or I don't want to be known as like, oh, this guy is the blah, 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 like, producer style or whatever. I wanted to bring my stilo into it, my skills. But how could I do that? So that's when my DJing, I guess, came back into the picture. And I started getting really, really picky about the certain sounds I used. When you make music, right, if you really listen to music, right, there's many different types of bass,